Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Love to Live Healthy show. My name is Josephine Fitzpatrick. Today's episode is reflecting on 2024 so we can move positively and productively into 2025. So let's jump right in. 2025, that is crazy, right? The older I get, the faster time goes by. It seems just like yesterday that we were waving goodbye to 2023 and welcoming 2024. Now it's nearly time to push 2024 out and bring 2025 in. Where has the year gone? Like all previous years, the world in 2024 has been a mixture of good and bad, ups and downs, a year that's been filled with constant change. One thing I have learned is that we can't rush through any chapters in our life. We must experience and learn from them because we go through them for a reason. Life is always going to be about change, and good or bad, we must always expect that. If you think about it, change is a constant part of every year we live. We are all either changing for better or worse. We are never stagnant or standing still in any area of our life. Of course, our goal is to always be better, and that is what we will always strive to do. But change is change. What I believe is that we forget is how much influence and how much power we have over the changes we want to make, or even the changes that just happen. And what I mean is, change happens to us all. Some we provoke that are absolutely self-inflicted. For example, if you go through life and you're eating healthy every day and you're exercising, but then you get busy and you get a little lazy and start eating unhealthy and you're partying more and drinking more, well, you will change and you'll go from feeling good and looking good to feeling and looking like crap, right? I call it self-inflicted trauma. But of course, then we have things that we have no control over, like trauma in the world, the economy, accidents, cancer. Those are the things that happen that we have no control over when it happens or why it happens, but we do have control over how we respond and react to it. And how you respond to it will determine how you live. You know, many times bad things happen that we have no control over, but we can respond to it, react to it in a positive mindset and in a positive way of life. And even though it's not a change we may want, it can affect our lives much less in a negative way if we respond to it the right way. Again, we have so much control and power over who we are and how we live. Sometimes we just don't want to admit that because then we have to do something about it. So my point is, if you're not living to your true potential in any area of your life, and you know it's because you have not been doing the right thing, or because you have not been putting the work in, well, once you admit that, then you have to change it. And sometimes that's even harder. Admitting something so that we actually have to work harder, well, you really have to want it to make that change to do that. I like to give the example that when you're arguing and you know that you're wrong, but you don't want to admit it. So instead, you just let the argument escalate and get out of hand because it's better than admitting you're wrong. But if you just admit you were wrong, the argument would be over. It's the same experience you could have with yourself. Just admit where you fell short in 2024 and fix it. This is the time of year to do just that. Look back at 2024. What progress have you made? Is it what you wanted or planned for 2024? If the answer is yes or no, did it make you happy? What negative changes have you experienced? Could you have changed those experiences? Like, are they the result of a self-infliction? If so, what would you do if you could redo it today? And if it was not self-inflicted, could you change how you reacted to the situation? And if you reacted different, could you see that might have changed the outcome of the situation? You know, my advice for 2025 is to be honest with yourself about who you are, what you want, and what you're willing to do to get to where you want to be. Whatever your goals are, you have to know there will be ups and downs on your journey. And when we experience some negatives in 2025 that we have no control over, we want to remember that if we're honest with ourselves about what we want the outcome to be, we can keep moving forward with progress, even if it creates a slowdown or puts us temporarily on a different path. We will also have some self-inflicted negatives because we are all not perfect and we will all make mistakes. It's all part of life. But we must learn from those mistakes. That's why we make them. If you make them twice, you didn't learn from them. If you make them once and learn from them, you will not make them again. A good motto is, if you see you are digging a hole for yourself, stop digging and fill it in. Sometimes life can be so much simpler than we make it. Actually, I'm going to rephrase that. and say, most of the time, life is so much simpler than we make it. We react too quick and we make things harder. And it's usually because what we want instead of focusing on what is important to our well-being, our families, and our life. Sometimes we think we're doing it for those reasons, but we're not. Why? Because everyone wants it all. We want to be thin, rich, healthy, have friends, shop, vacation. We want our kids to thrive, be popular, and smart. We want them to get in the best colleges. We want them to get the big house. We want the big houses. We want vacations. It's exhausting to want and want and want. And when you look at the whole picture, what is most important? The most important thing is your health. Because if you don't have it, you won't be here to want everything or enjoy everything or have everything that you're wishing for. You know, we need goals, we need motivation, and we need love. It's what makes us whole. It's what really gives us strength to get up in the morning, to go to work hard all day. But first and foremost, we need our health. Without it, we are not getting up to begin with. So while everyone says you need your health, you know, it's like a little mantra or a cliche, you need your health, you know, health is wealth. Well, it's true. It's absolutely 100% true. And it's not the number on the scale, it's your health from the inside out. So make your doctor's appointments, schedule your tests, and make sure you're keeping your stress levels calm because health is both mental and physical. And with less than 2 weeks in 2024, we are running out of opportunities to make changes in 2024. So the best thing you can do right now is reflect on 2024. What was good? What wasn't? What brought you joy and happiness? What brought you tears and sadness? What lessons did you learn? What would you change if you could? Did you reach some of the goals you originally set in 2024? And did you reach some new unexpected goals that you didn't even originally set out to do? How did you handle obstacles? And what can you change to better handle obstacles in the future? You know, reflection is not solely about analyzing your success and failures. It also involves recognizing emotional responses tied to various experiences. Understanding these emotions can provide insight into your values and your priorities. So, like I said, reflecting on moments of joy or disappointment can actually reveal what matters most to you. Because reflection is actually the identification of lessons learned throughout the year. That's why we reflect. Each experience, whether it's positive or negative, offers opportunity for you to grow. And by examining what worked well and what did not, you can develop a strategy, a plan to overcome obstacles in the future. Learning from your past experiences is the absolute best way to develop a plan for your future success. I hope this helps. My next podcast will be January 1st. So I'm wishing you all a beautiful holiday season. Reflect on 2024. Know what you want for 2025. Enjoy, laugh, live, and love, and be super excited for all that is to come and all the goals you wish to reach in 2025. I'm sending love and hugs from me to all of you.